Welcome to the Power Chamber Podcast.
The only PCP that pokes more than your fire. Place.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sure. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was literally going to be like, did you say that because there's a fireplace here?
Indeed, I did.
Okay, well.
Thank you.
That's cool.
I am the science.
So, we have a good chunk of topics to talk about on this episode.
Yeah. What do you want to start with?
So there was some news that came out about the Power Rangers movie, quote-unquote news.
Quote-unquote?
So what happened was that the CEO of Lionsgate came out and said, yeah, we're super happy about the Power Rangers property to be able to do this. We're thinking about, 5, 6, 7 movies.
God.
And I wanted to know your thoughts.
Well, the last time Lionsgate did 7 movies was Saw.
Yeah. And that was,
I'm not into it.
Well, that made me them incredible amounts of money. Regardless.
Yeah, but it
became a fad.
But no, it didn't become a fad. It became an American holiday.
Yeah,
like Halloween was Saw season. You know what I'm saying?
It was the Saw day.
Yeah.
But I mean,
up until Paranormal Activity came out.
I think that and then took their power.
Yeah, and then they were like, this is a much better horror genre that we're working with, not just blood and gore, but also because I like slasher flicks. Nightmare on Elm Street's a great movie.
Yes, it is.
Friday the 13th, the first one. I love that movie.
And
I have
Kevin Bacon gets an arrow through the neck.
Yeah,
it's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, it's brutal. Oh man, it's brutal.
So I just want to get your thoughts because I mean, my first thought is if you can give me Zeo by movie 4, I think we're good.
Whoa, okay.
Because I mean, you
4?
can do that. Yeah. No, I mean do a solid trilogy with the MPR.
I would
suits.
do a trilogy just into space.
Well, that would be movie 7.
No.
You don't think?
You're giving that way too much time.
I'm just saying, do a trilogy. Well, do a trilogy of MMPR, and then do a trilogy of Zeo.
I think that the Lionsgate CEO wants to create a Marvel verse.
No,
for the Power Rangers.
If they did, they would be we're gonna do a Turbo Power Rangers movie. Wait, we already did that.
Yeah, they already did that, so we can skip over Turbo.
Yeah.
That would be mean, but no,
No, it's cool. I would love to see Tommy in a blue suit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, go for it.
Get Billy the Gold Ranger suit while you're at it.
Yes.
And get Boom a goddamn morpher.
Goddamn.
Anyway, no, I'm saying because you have to get a whole lot of really good seasons.
Yeah, I know.
Into the movies, right? So
I know.
If you get 7 movies. I would pick my favorite seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I definitely see that.
End with what would you end with? RPM.
I don't know if I would end with RPM. Well,
it's the end of the world.
Yeah,
you have to end it there.
But that would be super dark.
Yeah, by that time we could get away with it though.
Yeah, I know, but that would be essentially you would have to start the downfall of the universe by movie 5, and then movie 6 things just get worse.
Right.
Yeah, and then by movie 7 you bring in RPM and blah blah blah.
Right.
But I think that with the show's been on for 20 years, so I mean.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. There's going to be a whole lot more seasons that you can choose from.
You can definitely bring it into a more expandy universe, changing of the thing or whatever. Now, do you think that they'll do multiple teams and actually create a universe, or do you think that they'll keep the same cast? I imagine that it would be much easier to get a new cast, especially for people who want to move on from the franchise. Sure. Because Marvel's biggest, quote unquote issue. It was an issue, but it's not anymore. Yeah. Is the fact that Robert Downey, after the 3rd movie, was like, "Yeah, I don't know if I want to do this anymore." Yeah. It was ultimately a pull for more money, but I mean,
Yeah.
Because he was not supposed to be in as much as Civil War.
True. Yeah.
Segue. Yeah, I don't know.
Segue. Yes. No. Let's go ahead and segue into that because, good Lord, we saw that movie.
Yes, we did.
Captain America.
The Civil War.
3rd.
Yep.
The 3rd Captain America movie.
Yes. I enjoyed the hell out of this.
I liked it a lot.
Yes. Can we both agree that this was much better than Ultron?
Yes, we can agree on that. Yes. That much is very clear.
And I'll definitely say this is probably my favorite of the Marvel films.
I don't know if this beats Winter Soldier for me. Winter Soldier is
a solid.
It's kind of like, okay, you remember how this is how I feel about it.
Okay.
You remember WrestleMania 25?
Yeah.
And then WrestleMania 26.
Ooh.
Yes, it's like that.
That's a good analogy.
Thank you.
I don't know if
it's just a repeat. I've seen this already.
No, you haven't.
The intensity didn't change. I thought it was going to be higher.
It was a little higher. I mean, his friends fighting each other and blah, blah,
well,
blah.
the drama was there.
We never seen
but
that
that
happen,
wasn't.
You know. Actually, my reasoning behind the whole thing is such like a big fanboyism. My reasoning behind putting Civil War before Winter Soldier is completely because of Black Panther. Because I mean, God, man.
Oh my gosh.
They got my favorite character from the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and they got him so good.
The fucking Jungle Fury Panther Ranger.
Oh God,
he was so good. Oh my God, it wasn't until the end of the movie when he took the helmet off and choked out Frederick Zoller. I can't remember the dude's name.
Zemo.
Sure, yeah.
Zemo.
That him too.
Yeah.
And just chokes him out. And, you know, he gets badass one-liners the entire time he's on screen.
Well, I mean, that's who the Black Panther is, though. He does get badass one-liners. It's because he doesn't talk a lot. No, he just does things. Like going right after Bucky in that movie.
Yeah, but he told somebody he was going to do that.
I know.
But she doesn't do anything with that information.
He got there fast, though. Like, she didn't have time to do nothing.
Well, it's not like she was going to do anything.
I know. She was like, well, he'll be grieving for like a month or something.
Yeah.
No, he went home, got that suit, and then found that guy.
I love how Captain America was able to just see that suit was made out of vibranium.
Well, I mean, it scratched the shield, man.
Well, I know, but not until afterwards.
Was it not until afterwards?
I
thought it was pretty early on because that scratch stays there the entire movie.
It stays in about halfway through.
It symbolizes Captain America's break from government. I don't know.
Really?
I was trying to make something up.
Really?
Yeah, I was just trying to make a
That
connection.
was the direction you wanted to go.
Yeah, I don't know. Hail Hydra, something happened in the comics this week. I don't know.
Sure. Well, that shield is now with Tony.
Yep.
Who's just not going to fix it.
That's
He's going to leave it.
Cool, man. That was such a cool thing at the end of that movie.
No, I was lied to about that movie.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Is it because you saw things in the trailer?
No.
Okay.
No.
What were you lied to about?
The hype of this movie.
Okay.
Like, again, the intensity just wasn't where it should have been.
It's weird because if you don't watch trailers, you kind of stay away from the hype.
Well, no, but I mean, you know, we talk about it every week.
Yeah, I know.
I talk about it with people at the job work.
Yeah.
So, it's unavoidable.
Yes.
It is a pop culture topic of conversation.
Yes.
However, it's just things like people like to talk about.
Yeah.
So it's kind of unavoidable. But this movie didn't reach that level that everybody was telling me that it should have been. At least for me.
Well, I mean, there was a whole lot. This was actually, the word I can use to describe this movie is impressive. This is an impressive piece. Just like, the way they were to make a Captain America sequel, but also an Avengers sequel. At the same time, also introducing two new characters that we'd never seen before.
Well, that we've never seen in the Marvelverse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because Spider-Man's in this movie.
Because Spider-Man's also in the movie.
He's great.
It's so good.
He couldn't take away from Panther for me, though.
No.
Man.
Black Panther was the best part of this movie, hands down.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man was good. He interacted well with Tony Stark. Their characters were pretty good together. That kid looks like Anton Yelchin?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, it is him.
All right.
Odd Thomas?
Yeah. I was thinking that guy from Star Trek.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anton Yelchin.
And he was also in Fright Night.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw that movie.
David Tennant did a Q&A for Marvel. They put a video out.
Oh, right.
For people asking questions on Twitter. I never heard that guy more consistently use the Scottish accent.
Oh.
It's so weird.
Just hearing him talk?
Yeah. Because, he talks just,
Well, it's kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's called acting.
Nick.
You should try it sometime.
Speaking of accents, I didn't think they were going to go for, Chadwick Boseman doing the African accent for Black Panther. But it works.
Oh.
Especially with all the badass dialogue they gave him.
Dialogue.
No, well, he's just,
he has two conversations and then just says
as warrior and king, how long do you think you can keep your friend from me? So badass.
Yeah.
I was so fucking happy because, man, he showed up and I was not expecting it. Had I watched those trailers, I would have been expecting it. And it would have been much less special. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know about it at all?
No, I knew that he was going to be in the movie because everybody fucking talks about it.
See?
But I didn't know what he was going to look like or when he was going to show up.
Yeah, me neither.
And
I mean, all you could see in the trailers was just kind of like a shadow.
And then whenever that happens, like, because the way it's filmed is just perfect because you just see a shadow go after Bucky, and my first thought was, oh, the Falcon picked him up. So, that's cool that, him and Cap are working together to, get Bucky. And then all of a sudden, there's the Black Panther. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. That guy earlier in this movie said he's going to kill you. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah. No, it was badass.
I know.
His fighting style was awesome.
I know. It was
Again,
so
just,
cool. It's so rad. And then, it leads into the highway chase, and they're like running full sprint past cars. It's awesome.
Yeah, past cars.
Yeah.
Except for Black Panther, who's just a dude, so he just grabs onto a car.
No, he was chasing after him for a good long while.
For a little bit, and then he just...
And then he took Captain America's car, and then got thrown off the car... And slashed the tires of the motorcycle that Bucky's on.
Yeah, took him down.
This is so cool, and I knew who that guy was as soon as they treat the whole helmet thing as like it's a thing.
Yeah,
that you don't know who that guy is, but man, I know the Black Man.
Of course, right? Yeah, we're familiar with the lore. But
yeah,
I agree. That was a really great reveal.
But like seriously, like he was so good in this movie that I don't think I need to see a trailer for Black Panther.
Oh no!
Like,
okay,
I'm gonna go
I'll
see
do
that. I'm gonna go see that.
I'll do that with you. I'm not gonna see any trailers. I'll wait until we see the movie because we're gonna see the movie.
Yes.
Good Lord, that movie's gonna kick ass.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Andy Serkis is the villain. Maybe.
Like that guy from Ultron.
Yes. He's
that was dumb.
His name is Claw. And there's also Michael B. Jordan is also going to be in the movie.
Oh yeah, he jumped ship from Fox.
You don't know if he jumped ship. They were still trying to say that sequel was going to happen. And they're totally, it could.
Yeah. All right, so back to
a dumb idea.
Civil War.
I just loved it, man.
I loved it.
Everything, the twist at the end with the thing, and you kill my parents and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
that was super cool.
I didn't see that coming, but I was like, huh.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of
makes sense. This is impressively like just the way it's plotted much
it's very
more
intricate.
Yeah, much better than the whole thing that Ultron did, which you can kind of while watching Ultron, you can kind of feel the thing crumbling.
Yeah.
As you watch it.
Yeah.
But with this, you're just kind of like, well, let's just keep moving, man.
Yeah.
With different plots, different interactions. Vision and Scarlet Witch, they get a thing to do.
Yeah, their dialogue. I was going to mention that was pretty good.
Yeah,
and
it was
their relationship
better.
Was like not a relationship. It was weird.
Yeah. Well,
he's a robot. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's going to be really because there's a comics thing is that they're together.
Well, ish. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they are together.
Right.
But, yeah, I thought that was much more believable than Hulk and Black Widow.
Hawkeye came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just because...
his dialogue was great, too.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? I'm disappointing my kids.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go camping. I'm doing this.
Yes.
He goes
in for just a little bit. He has a pretty good monologue with Tony on the
prison.
Yeah. But it's like an island though.
Yeah. I want to say that's actually like a thing that's in Marvel.
No, it is. I can't remember what it's called.
Because there's like 4 supervillain prisons that
it's
are
like Arkham for Marvel.
Super far away from each other, and one of them's called the Cube, one of them's in outer space, the other one's underwater. It's weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean, prisons.
Yeah.
Supervillains.
Supervillain prison. And then we keep the heroes there. Because yay.
Because science.
Is that the next? No, the next one is going to be Strange. Yeah, Doctor Strange.
Strange is going to be the next one.
Strange is going to be... My only reservation is the American accent that Cumberbatch is throwing on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Martin Freeman's was so much better than his. I I mean, nothing to take away from Benedict Cumberbatch, but I mean...
Yeah, the dude's a good actor.
His accents, you know, yeah, I saw 12 Years a Slave. His accent was kind of...
But, yeah, again, he's not having to do the southern, you know...
Yeah, that's true. He's not having to do the southern thing.
The southern thing.
He's actually from New York, so...
Yeah.
have that whole thing going on.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. But he's supposed to just sound like a modern-day American.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully he's like working with somebody.
It looks a lot like Batman Begins does this movie.
Does it really? Does Doctor Strange?
Yeah. I got a very strong Batman Begins feel with, of course, the fucking Inception shit.
Yeah, I can see that. It felt much more Inception-y to me than it did Batman Begins. Yeah. But I can see the Nolan influence. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the whole thing and the blah, blah, blah.
I wonder if Nolan would ever do a Marvel film.
Probably not. No. Or at least not for a really long time because he did Batman for 3 movies.
Yeah.
And, you know.
How do you think Peter Jackson felt?
Yeah.
He only wanted to do The Hobbit in one go. Like, all right, let's bounce.
Yeah.
It's going to be a 4-hour fuck movie.
But it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And then they were like, no, we got to milk it.
Yeah, we got to milk that shit.
We got to milk it. But yeah, I thought that was cool. Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
That I super enjoyed.
Hold on, wait. No, that's not the lead into that.
Oh,
the lead in is Paul Rudd is in the movie.
Yes, Ant-Man is here, which totally makes watching that movie worth it. Not that it's terrible, but I mean
it's not good.
It was only okay. Did that movie makes a whole lot more sense after you know all the stuff that happened backstage just by watching it, because I mean if you go into it not knowing any of the thing that happened with Edgar Wright and blah blah blah, you just kind of think that, oh well, this is generic and boring. But if you know all that, you're just like, oh well, they kind of had to
stitch a movie
together around this. It's it's watchable. That's good.
Yeah, the effects are cool.
Yeah. So we got Paul Rudd here.
And Paul Rudd gets to do the thing.
Yeah, gets to do the thing.
Yeah.
He's a giant man.
Yeah.
I was super happy.
Yeah.
Because I'd never seen that on the big screen.
Nope.
It was cool.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't think they were going to do it in this movie. I didn't see that coming at all.
I don't know. Giant Man is kind of like an Avenger thing.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't really an Avengers movie.
Yeah, then again, Ant-Man is kind of an Avenger, so I mean, he's like one of the founding members of the Avengers. So,
really?
Yeah, it's like him and Cap and Hulk and Thor.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's no Iron Man originally in that thing.
Oh, I wonder why they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, because what's his name wanted to make a fucking Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
Nope, can't remember his name.
Jon Favreau.
Yes.
Okay.
That guy.
I did it. I nailed it.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick, for the assist.
So they did the Giant Man thing, and then
Spider-Man comes in, and he's got a new suit, and it's cool.
Yeah.
Designed by Tony Stark.
It's cool.
Yeah. And he has these goggles when he's first introduced that like zoom in and out for reasons that I'm not 100%.
Yeah, they kind of just glance over it. He's saying that like because of the spider bite that his eyesight is heightened, and so he needs that in order to see.
Oh, yeah, they kind of just gloss over that shit. All right, yeah, so it makes his eye movements just make a little bit more sense.
Yeah, no, it's not like the Deadpool thing where that just happens.
And his fight scenes are super cool. Him fighting Bucky and Falcon.
Yeah, that was rad.
That was pretty fucking cool.
Like, you have a metal arm? That's awesome.
Yeah, these dudes are super OP. Yeah. Like, I don't understand how that happened.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the joke for, the Spider-Man comics.
Yeah.
That's why they're
well, I mean,
funny.
That's
why he's funny. Is because
I did love all the play between Falcon and Bucky throughout the movie is great.
Yeah. No, the cast gets along really well.
I hate you. It's great. Great stuff. But then Spider-Man gets an idea to take down Giant Man. He's like, you guys ever see that old movie Empire Strikes Back? And I was like, what is he talking? And then he's talking about the AT-ATs. I'm like, this is great.
Yeah. And everybody on the street is like, old movie. How old is this kid?
Yeah, it's great. I just love it, man. This is so cool. Yeah. And I agree with you. Like, I agree that like my thought process of making this the best is purely on a fanboy level instead of a critical level. Like, critically, these movies are kind of the same.
Yeah.
But it's just that like my fanboyisms of both,
Winter Soldier was better.
Seeing Black Panther come to life. on the big screen, especially when I knew he was going to be in this movie. I did not think they were going to take him directly like that. That's the guy who I was watching on the show.
Like they were going to copy that guy like they did with Tony Stark.
The fact that he does things without telling anybody that he's doing it. He's like a ninja, man. It's just awesome.
But they do that with every character, though. I
know.
They have a knack for bringing these characters to life. Yeah. There needs to be another goddamn Hulk movie.
They're kind of in a spat with legal things. That's why that movie has not happened yet.
What?
But I mean, we're getting we're getting Hulk and Ragnarok.
All right.
So I mean, that's cool.
Ish.
Jeff Goldblum's gonna be in that movie.
What?
Yeah.
Independence Day is gonna be weird. Anyway. All right. So do you have anything else to say about the Civil War?
No. It's just that I really enjoyed it. I'm hoping to see it again.
Yeah.
Before it hits, I'm gonna buy it.
We're gonna see it again. We should watch Winter Soldier before then.
Yes.
Just for.
Well, I mean, because it's just so cool, and the thing I could do this all day, and he's beating the out of him, and there's Iron Man fighting as a thing,
which was super unfair.
And then well, I mean, because he's there by himself.
Can we talk about how Cap was wrong the whole time?
Well, I mean, I think it's a complicated issue. You can't really say that anybody's wrong or right because, I mean, there's no right answer to this situation.
There is, though.
Not really. I mean, it's that whole thing that's taken from, like, it's the idea taken from Winter Soldier where it's like, you know, where does our personal freedoms get sacrificed for security? Where is that line drawn? And they don't really, you know, have an answer for that. They just have kind of both sides of the argument, and they both have legit points about it. Like Tony Stark's like, well, people are dying, we need to be held accountable. This is why we need to be, you know,
Tony's arc is presented better.
Yeah, done by the government. Well, yeah, because
it is.
That's because friggin' Robert Downey Jr. is like acting his ass off in this movie.
And Chris Evans can't?
No, well, not that he can't. It's just that he's not given as much, you know.
Dialogue?
His kind of not as much emotional pull.
Oh, okay.
Because Captain America's whole thing is, you know, I got to protect Bucky because, you know,
it's a personal thing.
He's my best friend.
He should get emotional about it.
He does get.
He doesn't even cry during what's her name's funeral. It's really fucked up.
Well, I mean,
Agent Carter.
They cried with each other when he went into ice and thought he was gonna die.
Huh?
Yeah.
Who?
I said they cried with each other when he went in. Have you not seen these movies?
Hey.
It's alright.
You know, you didn't see Inglourious Bastards until the other day.
I did. That's not true. I saw that movie with you the first time.
You saw it kind of with me the second time.
Yeah. What?
Okay,
well, that's a great movie.
Yes, it is.
But
anyway,
we're not here to talk about that.
No. Civil War is definitely a multiple watch kind of film.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially with all the stuff that they have in there, because I mean, it's not like Ultron, where it's cluttered.
Yeah.
It just it feels a lot spaced out, and this proves that you can put multiple characters in a movie and not just waste them.
Yeah, which gives me hope for the Power Rangers film.
Yeah,
full circle.
Yeah. So let's move on.
I wanted to ask you about the Power Rangers real quick. Do you think they could adapt a different Sentai, like the next current one? Like if they were to do Ninja Steel as a movie instead of a series, how well do you think that could go over?
You'd have to have a fan base first. Actually, I disagree with that.
Okay.
I think that if it's marketed well, this can totally work.
All right. Sorry, I was thinking about it just now.
No, it's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know if the studio would be able to be like,
No, I don't think they have the balls.
Yeah. I mean, but it's an interesting idea, and I think again, if the studio was behind it and they got a good director and they had an actual story of where to go with it instead of like
Warner Brothers Independent LLC should snatch that up.
Oh really?
Yeah. Because Warner Brothers Independent doesn't give a shit.
Is that the ones that did the animation?
Lego movie.
Oh, the Lego movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. The Lego Batman movie.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that one's going to be them because Lego Movie exploded.
Yeah. It was weird because
nobody expected this movie to work.
Well, I mean, because it's called the Lego Movie.
Yeah.
How good were you expecting it to be? I think it's weird because the way that movie was titled, you almost thought that you were going into like a date movie, scary movie, farce kind of situation.
Oh, okay.
Which it kind of was, but it also had a heart to it.
Yeah, it had a legit message behind it.
Yeah. I want more Green Ninja in the sequel.
Yeah. You just want more Ninjago in general.
I know. I'm waiting.
You don't have to wait.
Do I not?
No, you can watch the rest of the seasons. The first 4 or 5.
5, yeah.
5.
Speaking of which, so I finished the script for season 4. So I got the review script done. The only reason I haven't had that recorded is because I got sick.
Yeah.
Finally got over that. So
yeah, me too.
I can actually get that done, and since I have a little bit more time over the week, I should have that done by about at some point in the coming days. To just get it done. Yeah. You will get a trailer from me before that happens.
For real? You're gonna make a trailer for the
not a trailer for the review, just a trailer for the season 4. Yeah, just because I mean it's so very Mortal Kombat. the sets, man. Like even Lego Wiki is like, yep, this is highly influenced. Based on Mortal Kombat's tournament fighter on an island that they go to on a boat
with a guy with a huge Fu Manchu.
Yeah. It's super. Just it's there.
Yeah,
all of it's there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
and every time somebody loses, he steals their power.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the same.
That joke is prepped to be in there.
Yeah.
Because I mean, how can you not make that joke?
Of course.
It's not the same. I was wondering how I would do that for season 5, but I don't know because it's so very dark.
Jungle Fury.
It's not the same thing.
It is the same.
It's a possession story that explores Lloyd's character. You don't explore Jared's character with Daishi that much.
What?
That much.
But that much? He has like a conversation with him in the mirror.
Near the end, like in the final arc, you get all that.
Carnosaur destroys Jared's past and his backstory.
First of all, shut up. I have no argument for that. So
yes, victory for the ending.
Same thing. The thought processes of both the possession and the way the characters deal with it is completely different in both stories.
Because they're different characters. It's kind of like whenever Pearl and Garnet fused versus when Pearl and Amethyst fused, and they both go into their own arcs about, understanding fusion and how important it is to Garnet.
Do you want to talk about Steven?
I watched those episodes today.
Okay, so we got new episodes of Steven Universe for season 3.
Have we not talked about these yet?
No.
Oh snap! We gotta talk about these because I watched them also.
Okay.
Steven Universe season 3 picks up. Have we talked about any of these?
Nope.
Holy shit! Okay, picks up
immediately
after where we left off in season 2, which was
the cluster.
Oh yeah, the cluster. Oh yeah, we wake up with that was Watermelon Steven.
Yeah.
That was episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Watermelon Island, yeah.
Yeah.
With the lovely community.
Yeah.
And the sacrificing to...
Yeah, they would take one of their own and sacrifice it to Malachite, who was, for some reason, near that island, and some reason emerged sometimes.
Well, I mean, she's held trapped underwater by Lapis.
Yeah.
All that stuff happens.
Yeah. Horrifying shit.
Yeah.
And so the gems go to fight Malachite as Alexandrite, and huge monster battle, and then Watermelon Steven raises a revolt against them.
Yeah, because Steven can transfer his consciousness into the Watermelon Steven.
Yeah, just by falling asleep.
Which, I mean, kind of makes sense, given how they were created, but I mean...
Peridot's the best. And she's not really in this episode.
Not in the first one.
No, so the gems are fighting, and they finally, beat Malachite and split them in half.
But
it's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because they not only use, their individual weapons, but also Sugar Light and the other one.
Opal.
No. Well, yes, but the other one. What's Pearl and Garnet's fusion called?
Crap.
Yes, they were in the one episode.
Yep. The episode.
That episode. Right before.
Yeah, a whole lot of things.
Whew. Anyway.
But yeah, you get to that, and so the clusters like breaking the Earth apart, and so they lose Jasper.
There's earthquakes and
the warp pad got destroyed during the fight, so they can't go back to Steven. So him and Peridot have to get in.
They have to drill to the cluster by themselves.
Yeah, and destroy it.
And
I love that they all get in there, and Steven's like, "How are you gonna fit us all in here?" It's like, I don't know. They were gonna shrink. So they get down there and they start to drill, and then
Peridot's
has this weird
awesome.
friggin'
she goes, "Are you ready to pierce the earth to depths that your species have yet to overcome and defeat the cluster and save the earth?" And Steven's like, "I don't know." She's like, "Don't say that. Say we're going to do it together and it's going to be great." He goes, "We're going to do it together and it's going to be great." She goes, "Liar!" It's amazing.
I think the delivery is what sells it.
No, absolutely. Oh, she's so perfect. Anyway, she's so perfectly unintentionally hilarious.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Balance to strike because she doesn't know she's being funny.
Yeah. So they're drilling to the center of the earth, and they finally reach the cluster. Huge goddamn moon underneath the earth's crust of gems.
Yeah, gem shards that are trying to form.
Yeah.
Steven's like, "No, you're going to destroy the earth," and he talks to them after this weird
with his other
hallucination.
He
thing.
He just has like a traveling consciousness. He goes into the further,
to communicate with fucking Lapis.
Yeah. That episode is horrifying.
I think it's just because him being quartz or rose. He has a natural ability to just connect with living things. Like the whole thing with Lars and the cool kids with the
moss.
bloom and the moss and the blah blah blah, and you're a jerk.
Yeah, Lars is an asshole. Is the moral of that particular episode.
Yeah, so that happens. He convinces the cluster not to form, but instead just communicate with each other, and he bubbles them all into safety.
Well, they bubble each other because he fucking can't do that.
Yep.
Yet. And so, they all bubble themselves. So they're underneath the earth, and they're like, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Peridot and Steven make it back up and tell everybody what happened. Yeah. It was, it was wild.
Yes, it was wild.
Yeah.
And then, you get in the whole relationship thing with Lapis and...
Yeah, Peridot.
Yeah. Because, Peridot decides she's going to live in the barn, and Steven convinces Lapis to stay on Earth, and she decides she's going to live in the barn too, but didn't realize Peridot was there.
Didn't know Peridot was going to be there.
They start having this weird...
And she's all pissy because they tortured her one time. But no, see, I'm validated because she's a bitch. The whole time. She's just mean.
Well,
it's unnecessary. Even Steven's like, yo.
Well, you don't know.
I do know. Peridot was like...
You don't know what they did to her.
They put her in a cell.
Yeah.
And she, went into the... You remember when Matt went in, into the fetal position and, got eaten by the darkness? That was what Lapis was doing.
Yeah. Well, she was raped, though.
She wasn't raped until after.
Well, yeah, but it's because of Peridot and Jasper that whole thing happened to begin with. So
that was her goddamn fault. She led the gems back to her, or she led them back to Earth to the gems base.
That's not true. She just told them. She didn't lead them anywhere. That was Peridot's idea, was for her to lead them there.
And she did it.
Exactly. That's the problem. That's why she hates Peridot.
Anyway.
But eventually, they kind of... She gets over it, and...
She's Squidward right now.
Not really.
Yeah.
She's kind of depressed.
We'll get to the reason why she's in a later episode.
Yeah, but then we get to the whole thing with, Peridot, and she saves Peridot, but then freaking...
Oh, yeah, because the...
ship shows up.
Peridot is trying to be super nice. She makes Lapis a lake. She gives her a fucking tape recorder, and Lapis just crushes it. And I'm like, wow.
It's a complex relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you that she was being very unfair about the whole thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to kind of see it from her side. And, how can you trust her, Steven? And blah, 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 blah.
Well, I mean, like, she wouldn't be there. She also helped save the Earth. So.
I do love her monologue to her right when she just snaps Peridot.
Yeah. Were you trapped in a tape recorder too?
Yeah. You're all alone here with nobody else. Who could possibly know how that feels? Oh yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Everything about that.
Yeah, their dialogue is great, and so she tells Peridot to leave, and Peridot just walks off. She just leaves.
Yeah.
And Steven's like, "Wow, you were mean." Yeah. And I was like, that was putting it mildly. But okay.
Well, yeah, it was very, heartbreaking, the whole tape recorder thing, because, I mean, we know at this point how much that thing means to Peridot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're just kind of sitting there going, well. But do you think that this leads to them being fused at some point?
Peridot and Lapis?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe at some point.
Maybe at some point.
It's going to be like at the end of the season.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's season finale level fusion. Yes. Armor, Digivolve. And what is even Peridot's weapon?
Oh.
Fighting style.
I don't think she has one yet. Huh. I mean, she doesn't have one because she had the enhancement armor.
Yeah.
But I mean, they threw that away.
Yeah, into the ocean. Yeah. Except for
But I mean, she doesn't really have a weapon, which I guess would make sense because I mean, she's a gem.
Huh?
Or yeah.
No, gems have weapons.
No, I mean that's the point I'm making is that she hasn't pulled out her weapon yet.
Yeah.
Does Jasper have a weapon? She
does, a helmet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and Lapis doesn't have a weapon. She controls water.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because water.
Yeah. Because giant water fist smash.
This is my tomb.
Yes. Oh my god. And so Peridot comes running, screaming back, running from a spacecraft.
Yeah, because she thinks that they're after her Lucky Charms or something.
Yeah, that's me.
I know. I had to make a joke at some point. We're talking about really heavy stuff here.
Yeah. Sorry. No, this isn't heavy. This is the levity. Because Lapis knocks the ship down and crashes into a diamond pattern. That's where the thing comes from. Yeah. And out comes rubies.
Yeah, a whole bunch of rubies.
Yeah.
With different personalities.
It's cool.
Which was really fun to see.
Yeah, it was kind of hilarious.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's all the same person.
I would love it if it was. It probably is. That would be cool. That would be cool, like the whole the Ravens.
Oh.
Yeah.
The Ravens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's all just Terror Storm.
That's a great episode. Anyway.
But, yeah, so that happened. Let's go on to something a little bit more fun. We got about 20 minutes. So
Keystone Motel was a terrible episode of just heartbreak and torment and betrayal. Et tu, Pearl.
Where did that come from, man?
I'm sorry.
We're sitting here talking. I was going to move on to the next topic, and then you bring up Keystone Motel.
I'm sorry. I was watching that episode.
How freaking uncomfortable was that breakfast scene?
It's hilariously awkward.
Yep.
The most hilarious real moment in the episode is when Greg's like, I'm going to go see a man about brush. An internet man. If I'm not back in an hour, call the police. It's amazing.
Well, he's so chill about everything, is Greg.
Yeah.
Even when the breakfast gets ruined.
Yeah.
Steven's like, I'm out.
He did lose it the one time during full disclosure.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the episode, they're just standing on the beach looking at the wreckage around them.
I mean, he kind of...
Oh, they're staring at the ocean because Malachi just got dragged into it.
Yeah, that you forgot that thing just happened.
Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah, so they're just kind of sitting there, and He has a little mini panic attack, but he doesn't want to show Steven because...
Where's my relaxing music CD?
He wants to be supportive to Steven, his endeavors, and blah, blah, this is what Rose would want or something. I'm assuming it's the logic there.
Probably.
But, I mean, Steven sees it, and then, you know, he's like, I probably shouldn't bring Connie into this, and he realizes he can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, he physically can't do it. He
and
tried.
Then Connie's in it.
He tried super hard.
We should stop talking about this.
Yeah, we gotta move on. So, I thought it would be fun, since we didn't talk much about Overdrive. We did rant for a little bit. But I thought it would be fun to go ahead. Actually, we can talk about this. So, Screen Rant had released a list. Ooh, list.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
List. Suspiciously released after our list.
Yeah.
Of the
what's going on there?
Of the worst to best Power Ranger seasons.
Yeah, instead of the best to worst.
And the thing that I found out is A, I'm a unicorn apparently. And also B, well, because they said that anybody who is a rare unicorn of a fan who likes Megaforce.
Oh, okay.
Super Megaforce.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, people, which is weird because those videos get a lot of views.
Yeah.
I guess it's because people think I'm nuts. I don't know. But yeah, they talk about that, and then I also realized that I disagree with everything on this. Well,
yeah, so do I.
Some of the placements. What do you do?
Should I look it up?
Well, I remember quite a few bits. I know that they put.
I know they were wrong. That's all I know.
Yeah.
They were very, very wrong.
Yes. I mean, just, you know, putting Megaforce and Super Megaforce and Samurai over Overdrive is kind of...
yeah.
Piss me off. But, I mean... and also putting Jungle Fury at number 7.
That was garbage.
Also super hyper low and making fun of BD's accent. And to that I say...
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hold on.
They were like that his accent's not consistent and blah, blah, blah. And he can't keep an American accent and blah, blah, blah. And,
he does it like twice.
Yeah. But that's what they're saying for the criticisms of that show. That's the reason
that's a very small part of that show.
They also said something else that I didn't agree with, but I forgot what it was. Because I didn't agree with it.
I see.
Yeah. But yeah.
And then they put RPM at number 6.
Yeah.
RPM's good, but it's not better than Jungle Fury.
Well, I think it's just because, you know, I want to say that this was, you know, fan created. Just they were just like, we're making a list, rank them, and then they decided they were going to post it, which is kind of weird because they go into the opinions as to why they put things where they were, which doesn't really make any sense when you do it that way. Yeah. But I mean, they also rank the theme songs. But yeah, RPM is kind of the more favorite because more people saw that. People have not seen Jungle Fury.
Yeah, that's true. After Overdrive, you got to take a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be like, man.
And, you know, develop alcoholism and go to
Well,
AA
I also think that the idea that, you know, people who got hooked into RPM mainly just saw the first episode and was like, this is different. And also that's the reasoning for them putting it so low on the list was because this is different.
Yeah, but it's got a really heavy Warriors influence, which I don't know if you've ever seen that movie.
I've not, but Zach has seen it.
Oh, really?
I know that because we were watching regular show and they have a reference to that movie.
Is it This Is Our Turf, Suckers? No,
it's the Mordecai come out and play. And I didn't know what the heck they were talking about, but he did because he'd seen that movie, and I was like, what? But yeah. Okay. So, and he told me about it. He's like, yeah, they're doing Warriors come out and play. It's a thing. And so that happened. So they put the top 3 is where we get bad. Well, this is where we kind of get worse. So top 3 was In Space at number 3. Dino Charge at number 2.
No.
Which, no.
No.
As good as that show is, no. I disagree with that entirely.
Absolutely not. But,
and number 1 is Dino Thunder.
With more? No.
Yeah.
More no than previous no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, you put friggin' Mystic Force beats Jungle Fury?
No.
Random cut.
Yeah. But nothing happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just putting Mystic Force over Jungle Fury, that's kind of wrong. It's very wrong.
Yeah, it's
wrong.
It's
especially
bad.
If you hate, like, man. I don't.
And I will say, Mystic Force is not good or bad. It's just kind of your generic Power Ranger season.
I disagree, but that's mainly because it has the worst finale I've ever seen.
No. Ninja Storm's finale was infinitely worse.
I don't think it is
1,000 times worse.
No.
The Weight of the Sun worse.
Well, that's because they didn't have any story to build on.
No, it's because their villains sucked, the characters sucked, and nobody cared.
Yeah.
I had no investment in that fight.
Yeah.
It was just happening.
Yeah. But
This is only the second or third time.
I wasn't invested in Mystic Force's fight either, except for the whole Phineas thing.
Yeah. That kept our attention.
But
way to go, Kelson.
But I also, characters do things that don't make any sense. It's super rushed and doesn't make any sense. Just a whole bunch of terrible.
Yeah, they got to tie it all together because they only have 30 episodes.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. But yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Like, why does Dino Thunder get a friggin'
the number one
spot? I don't understand.
I think it's a nostalgia thing.
Good. Don't get me wrong.
Again, it's kind of your generic Power Rangers.
It's not better than because definitely things have gotten past that. Like Time Force gotten past that. In Space has gotten past that.
Yeah, I think
the Lost Galaxy is a little bit more emotional weight to it than that show.
I think the reason that you and I don't care for that to be the number one spot is because it had more potential than it used.
That's true.
For that show.
That's true.
Like, if you're going to get a former Ranger back, this should be like a huge season, a huge passing of the torch moment. We've talked about it before.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they won't do it.
Yeah.
It's bothersome.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's bothersome. I think the direction that they went is still okay. I mean, I just think that, the story possibility that you could have gotten was much worse. Also, their explanation of reached technical difficulties and couldn't get GDF on the thing all the time, which isn't true. I mean, he had to go visit his family, so I mean, he was like on break for a while.
Yeah, but he took a off season during the show.
But I mean, the point is we disagree.
Yeah.
Going back to our list, I thought it would be fun to compare what's good about Jungle Fury that doesn't work at all in Overdrive.
Oh, okay.
Just comparing like a best to worst type of scenario.
All right. Let me start off with these are two very, very, very different shows.
Well,
all right.
Yes.
They both have the Power Rangers name on them.
Yes. And
they both came immediately after the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, so did Turbo and In Space.
Right.
And at the time, we got those things being the best and worst of each other and blah, blah, blah.
Right. But that's because the movie happened. Overdrive didn't need that shit. It was bad all on its own.
I don't think that the show would have been any good if they hadn't have done a movie.
Then again, if they had done a movie.
Yeah, if they hadn't have done a movie for Turbo, I think we would have just been with the same problems.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have the movie to bitch about.
That's true. You really need to sit down and watch that piece of crap. But yeah, so we have right down to the theme song. Everything is kind of better.
Even the theme songs. Jungle Fury has kind of a throwback rock and roll feel.
Yeah.
Like a buzz cut rock feel.
Okay.
Like Three Doors Down.
Okay.
Sounds more like Blink 182.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I just think I love the whole thing with the jungle, whatever, and how that transitions into the music so well, and how it works really cool for fight scenes.
Yeah. How the editing for the intro fits the music.
Yeah, it's great.
It doesn't happen for Overdrive.
Yeah. No,
they just do flashes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's bad. But to be fair, they didn't have a rhythm.
Nope.
So
it's just freaking just.
It's like I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah.
How do I edit this? Just put one frame every 10 seconds.
It on.
Yeah.
Just throw it. It's cool.
It's
but
like, oh, okay.
And then we got the characters. Well, we'll save that, I guess.
Yeah, we'll hold on to that for right now. No. Let's go ahead and dive into the characters.
Oh, really? This is going to take a little bit, isn't it? Well, I mean, because characters in freaking Overdrive are not people.
You're right. They don't start anywhere. Where do we start with?
No, that's not true. I mean,
Max gets nowhere. He doesn't.
Yeah,
he starts in the book.
Yeah, and he gets the thing, and he does the...
He's Belle.
Yeah. He's got the Disney princess thing going on. And then they turn him into Pinocchio, and I'm so very angry. Ooh. Man.
Are you going to blame Disney for why Overdrive doesn't work?
No, I don't actually, because, I mean, Disney brought us Overdrive, or brought us Jungle Fury and RPM.
And RPM immediately after, so thanks.
I mean, they can definitely learn from their mistakes. I just think that, the Disney-isms are very hard to deal with, and when you look at something that's like, oh, Disney's not as good as Saban was in Power Rangers, the key example is that season because of all the Disney-isms and all the terrible. And fucking Norg.
I think you leave Kelson alone.
No.
It's not his fault.
I know it's not his fault. He's really trying.
Yeah.
The problem is the script and everything else is working against him.
Yeah. And I'm going to be honest.
And I don't
know if I hate the guy who plays Flurious.
His turn as the Fear Cat is a lot more entertaining. And
yeah.
cool.
I agree with you. Ooh. Really, Daishi suits, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's red.
There's a Jungle Fury influence right there.
I do like those guys. The Fear Cats are just so cool.
Yeah,
because they were no-nonsense motherfuckers.
Yeah, they really were. They're Psycho Ranger levels of
they all they cared about was just world domination and beating the ever-loving piss out of the Rangers.
Yeah. Every time they met up. Yeah. And then they start to lose.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed off. I'm so pissed off.
Yeah. But yeah,
the characters are not people.
Nobody starts in a place. I mean, you could argue that Taizan starts in a place because, I mean, he's got a tragic backstory and then girlfriend that randomly comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's alive.
Mercury.
Oh man. Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah. And their suits are bad.
Yep. Their suits are terrible.
They don't.
No, I will say that at a point watching this show the first time, the best thing I could say about it was that the suits were cool.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, take that for what you will.
I will, with a grain of salt and a shot of bourbon. Good Lord.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Really?
Yeah.
These might be the worst Power Rangers suits.
They are terrible. I will agree with you on that. But in terms of just everything else that was going on, I was sitting there going,
the best thing.
Chrome is cool. And I like all the coloring. That stripe is stupid, but I like all the coloring.
RPM did it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even with the huge anime eyes that they address.
No, it's weird because the whole thing with the whole thing with RPM is that, because the story is so dark, it kind of balances itself out.
Yeah.
And the suits are kind of so insane that they work on their own. Like I argue the Dylan suit, the Wolf Ranger suit, is the best one because it's so outrageous, but it all works, and he's so awesome in it.
Yeah. I miss RJ.
Yeah, he's got ears, and tire tracks on his arms. It's rad. Does Dylan?
Oh, Dylan.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like,
no.
Ziggy.
But yeah. So we got. I don't know if we got a suit upgrade for going to Jungle Fury though.
Well, it had a lot of Fear Cat influence.
Yeah.
So it was definitely a step up.
Yeah. Because they're just solid.
I think my judgment might be clouded by how good the show is, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I just look at them and I'm like, those aren't Power Ranger suits.
No.
And they're solid.
Master mode looks more like
a
Power Ranger suit.
Yeah, Master mode is more of a Power Ranger suit, but that's because it's more of a black on the primary color,
right?
Than it is, more of a white
on primary
color. So that's what makes it look weird. But it also the suits really work for what the show is, which is about fight scenes and action.
And has like
blah, blah, blah.
it has like technique. And
yeah.
Just
and I fully argue that the spirits or extension of them, and that's why they become powerful, was because as they learn and grow, the powers become stronger.
Yeah,
it's so awesome.
Yeah. We
man.
don't get that in Overdrive.
No.
What do we get? We get Pirate and Pink.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Oh, seriously?
Well, it's a lot of the Rose episodes are just awful.
Because
I mean, they try to make her seem like she's got
in the
flaws.
wrong. Yeah. but she doesn't.
Yeah,
she's doing the proper thing. She's doing the right thing for the character.
He's like, I'm doing important things. I don't have time for your stupid nonsense.
Yeah.
You should do the stupid thing. No. And then that's what makes it worse at the end when she's like telling Camp Counselor Hartman,
Today I learned that,
Yeah.
Because, I learned something
I don't know if that's worse than the whole Orion leaving thing.
Oh, I think I'll miss you most of all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was dumb.
Because, man...
None of that stuff happened.
None of these characters starting to place, and they don't ever feel like they
grow.
No, well, they're like together.
Oh no, they're not like a team.
Individual people that
they're just
happen to be standing next to one another.
Yeah.
Will makes things worse.
Yeah. Him. Well, he doesn't know how to act.
Yeah.
Like they pulled that guy off doing something else.
Yeah,
and they were like, "Hey, can you act?" And he was like, "Yeah." How hard can that be?
Yeah.
He'll like stare at people while they're doing their dialogue.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's gonna get a line next, and I'm like, "Don't say anything. Just don't."
Yeah. To her credit, Ronnie is trying though.
She's trying, but she's not.
She's not helped.
She's not there yet. Yeah. She's not helping.
Yeah. I mean, it's just weird because you watch that scene where Mac is, dead. At the end of the show, and they're all doing different things.
Yeah.
Ronnie's sitting there crying.
They don't have the same direction.
Tyzon's got, scowl face, stupid looking.
I'm brooding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does not brood. He's not the guy to brood.
Well, that's what he thinks he's doing.
Yeah, it's awful. It's so bad.
They never have the same direction. Like, none of them react to the situation the way they're supposed to.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just tell these people, hey, this person died, and go.
Yeah.
You have to be like, hey, you're all sad.
You're all sad.
Yeah. You are all naked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's great. But
I
yeah,
like the Muppets a lot.
I do think, and so that was a big character upgrade, and that's the thing I agree with on the list. Is like, you wouldn't expect something that followed, Overdrive to be as story and character driven as this was. But
by far.
Never really stops, and that's kind of a carryover. That's what Alan Carr pointed out in the history of Power Rangers. It's kind of a carryover from Overdrive as the ongoing story elements. There's a whole lot of stuff that they tried in Overdrive, but they used to perfection in Jungle Fury.
Like what?
Like the episodes following each other, and we're moving on with the story. And the big cast.
Is that what they were trying to do?
The big cast of villains that are revolving the whole time, and Miratrix versus Camille.
Flit versus Camdor.
So bad. It's like, man, that's why I couldn't give Camille a chance at first, man.
But Camille's like the best.
I know.
And she's also the best part of Mystic Force.
Rewatching the show, I can see, that there's a shift that happens. Because, I mean, she goes through a character arc is what happens. Because she comes from this animalistic world. I'm going to talk about this. She comes from this animalistic world, fight to the fittest.
Mortal Kombat.
Everybody's out for themselves and blah, blah, blah. And she's so fiercely loyal to Daishi that she, will fight to protect him, but she also really cares about him and wants his affection.
Yeah.
And that grows into, her doing things that she wouldn't normally do, and she makes her more human whenever she's acting with,
Jared.
Yeah, whenever she finds the difference between Jared and Daishi and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And at first it starts off as a surface level, but it's supposed to because they're animals.
Yeah.
And then it grows into an emotional place.
Yeah.
And then, you get those things and you get to the end and he becomes Ken and she's like, I'm going to save the world. You sit here. No, like seriously, that's what he does. It's like that scene, in 02 when they break, Ken out of the friggin' Emperor or whatever after Wormmon dies.
Yeah, in his arms.
And we get to see it all happen. He just kind of
disintegrates.
Walks away. And
yeah.
They
He's just walking through the desert. They're like, well, I mean, what are you going to do? Stop him?
I mean, Davis wanted to.
Yeah, it wasn't.
They were all just, everybody else was going, fuck him.
Oh, I missed that show so much.
He's the sixth Ranger.
He is.
Yeah.
The Ranger of Kindness.
Shut up, dude. No, it's okay.
I only say that because I'm the Digi-Ranger of Friendship.
Even but yeah. So the characters are just kind of a little bit more developed.
A little. Fuck you. They're developed at all.
No, I think initially
nobody grows in this show. They all go back to doing the same fucking thing except for Will, for some reason.
Well, because
because we put a lot of unnecessary focus on that guy, so he's got to be a good guy now.
What?
Isn't that what he's doing? Like testing security systems?
Oh, Will?
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Like, it's weird. The whole thing, because they got him because he's like a safecracker. That's like a profession, apparently. And so that's why they got him for the team. But the whole thing is just awful. But we do
doesn't make any sense.
A lot of unnecessary focus on it, and it doesn't make any sense. And I will also say this: at a time, he was my favorite character because he actually seems like he goes through an arc.
Well, yeah, he's the only one who goes anywhere, but it's not an arc. He just changes jobs.
That's not true. He finds out how to work on a team and is training a team of whatever the hell he does.
They're not a team. Well, as we've already established, saying the word team over and over again does not make you a team. Just kind of like, it's kind of like the way how saying, yeah, exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. Never give up.
Never give up.
Yeah. Wild Force is, teetering on the generic.
No, it is a pretty generic Power Ranger
season. If it were not
season.
for the Black Wargreymon.
It's the first fantasy-based Power Ranger season.
Yeah, and then we got the second with
Jungle Fury.
Mystic Force.
Oh, Mystic Force was the second?
The third with...
Oh, they finally got it right with Jungle Fury.
Well, I think it's because, you started this place, you know where you're going. And that just makes things a whole lot easier. Just write people. The mentor's a whole lot better, man. Can we compare...
Camp Counselor Hartman to RJ?
Yep.
No! What?
Is that not fair?
That's not even close. RJ is like a character. He has like a backstory and he does things that are... He knows martial arts but decided to open a pizza place because...
Well, I think it was just to do the Mr. Miyagi thing, but it's whatever.
No, he just likes pizza.
That is true. You gotta do what you love.
That was his thought process.
Yeah. Pizza.
Yeah.
I just think...
Camp Counselor Hartman, that's who he is. He opened a summer camp.
It's weird because you were watching that show and I can't believe you made this comparison, the comparison between Mac and Camp Counselor Hartman to Wes and his father.
Well...
and I'm sitting there going, man...
You're the one wanting to compare it to RJ and his father.
That's
Master
not fair.
Finn.
Okay, first of all, that's an entirely different thing.
Oh, yeah, is it?
It is.
Is it? Wait, why? Because it's developed at all? No, wait, no. Wes's relationship with his dad was pretty developed.
Can you imagine how different that show would be if RJ, I forget the actor's name,
David De La
Torre, if he wasn't so game to do as much fighting as he did in that show, just as much stunt work.
Is that him in the suit?
I don't know. It is at some point.
It is at some points for sure.
For the non-Sentai, so they can link.
We never get a helmet, like just a suit shot of these characters. I just realized.
Oh no!
They never take their helmets off.
No, they don't do that. Well, it's because the powers are extension yourself and blah blah blah.
Right.
That's why it's a one uniform thing. I'm just, there's a whole lot of complex things going on. I'm probably digging too deep into it.
No, it's fine. They got their own jackets.
It's fantastic, and it works really well with, Daishi and his pseudo Ranger armor that should have totally gone white.
Near the end at the end.
I don't know, and that's why I'm okay with Camille's not changing, because she kind of shows where her allegiance lies near the end.
Well, she finally makes the choice.
Yeah. It's so cool.
It is cool.
That is one of the best. Like, the last arc is so good.
Yeah.
Like, man, it just starts and goes, man.
Yeah.
With the whole thing. With,
it doesn't stop. It develops so much momentum and follows through with it.
The beasts.
The Phantom Beast Generals.
The Phantom Beast Generals try to kill Camille because that makes Daishi more human.
Yeah.
And then Jared comes to save her, and
and kicks the shit out of all of them.
It's freaking awesome. Push the Edge is so awesome. I know I've talked about that episode.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
I have to watch that show again.
We can do it, man.
We can do it, man. Because we finally finished Overdrive.
Yes.
And on that gloriously flat note.
Oh, wow. My voice isn't back up yet.
Yeah,
Not
I know.
anymore.
Sorry, Nick. I'm a musician. I'm also Ice Chip Andy. And this has been the Power Chamber Podcast.
Yes. Again, we'll have the Ninjago video out for you hopefully pretty soon.
Yes.
I will not be as busy this week, so I will be able to at least get a good chunk of that.
I will be busy for the next month.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to lose my goddamn mind.
Thank you for joining us, Power Chamber Podcast. And may the Power Chamber protect you.